This is a prophecy updates as of August 23rd, 2026 on this Friday, on this Sunday night. So with that, all praises, glory be to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai Hashem, Kakadash, and the Heavenly Father. True name is Yahweh, and his unbegotten Son, Bahashem, in the name of Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai. Those are their true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew. Barashadash on the tongue, and I say Barakatham to the elders and apostles, Ba'akim, Ba'akbaf, and I say Shalom. And this is a news article from RT.com. This was earlier today over there in Reno, Nevada. And you had the elder out there doing a street ministry teaching. He was out there speaking earlier today. Because he lived in that area and went Reno, Nevada. Because he'd been out there for a while. And then you got the other brother out there as well too. He's out there teaching as well too. So you got the elder and the Akia, over there in Reno, Nevada. So different Nevada areas. They've been out there teaching for a while. And I just want to add a sad note to that. So this is a news article from RT.com, and you had August the 24th, 2026, and last updated August the 24th, 2026, and reads, it says human caused wildfire forces 42,000 to flee in Nevada. It says 6 people has been injured and shifting winds and rapid spread blazing towards Reno. And I think they say it's going to be some more humid hot days that's going to potentially might have some more spreading of the wildfires over there in different parts of that Nevada. It says 6 people have been injured as a shifting winds rapidly spreads the blaze towards Reno. A rapid spreading humidity caused wildfire in Nevada has been injured at least 6 people and forces 42,000 residents to evacuate. That's a lot of people to evacuate. 42,000 residents to evacuate, while tens of thousands more have been warned to prepare to leave. It says the fire broke out in northwest of Reno on Saturday. It had been spread across more than 15,000 acres and 61 square kilometers. By the following day, the 3 civilians and 3 first responders had been injured, while several structures had been destroyed. Go now evacuate zone. They expanded the edge of the University of Nevada, Reno, while 45,000 people in the Junction Get Set zone has been urged to leave and prepare to stay away for several days. This is on the rapid report published on X. It says a watch cause a hog fire exploded to 10,500 acres near Nevada. It says Nevada 42,000 evacuated. So this is for fair use. It says the shifting and strengthening winds caused the fire to change a direction rapidly. It says jumping over the fire trucks, preventing crews from reaching some hot spots and residents attentively. It says it was extremely confusing. Washoe County Sheriff Darian Lama says, describing how the winds rapidly sent the flames different in directions and urging residents to evacuation warning zones to leave. Please get out if you can right now. He said the Impart Man 1152 was on X. The Hawkins fire consumed most of mountain prevalent here in Reno, Nevada. Many people in the North Valleys are lost their homes and businesses and were destroyed, including a carport warehouse and the storage facilities. I am located roughly 1.8 miles from the evacuation building. All this from this X account. And it says officials has determined that the fire was human caused, but has not disclosed how it started, whether it was accidental or deliberate, saying that precise cause remains under investigation. It says footage shared online shows a vast line of flames illuminating the night sky as thick uh, smoke rise over the Reno area. And another video appears to show a man operating in a heavy machinery while surrounded by flames in an attempt to create a fire break. It says from the Nevada Guard posted on X account. Video shows a Nevada Army guard drops water on Hawk Fire. It says on August 23rd, 2026, hashtag Hawk Fire. Fair use, fair use. It says Nevada Governor Joe Lundgren has declared a state of emergency in Washtenaw County. The National Guard has supported 2 helicopters, crews, and 60 troops to support the firefighting operations to protect evacuation neighborhoods and 2 hospitals and has moved patients to safety, while authorities are monitoring whether the county jail will also need to be evacuated. The scoop report just in: human caused Hawk Fire spreads towards neighboring in northwest Nevada, burning homes and injuring at least 6 people, according to a press conference. Fair use once again. It says nearly 60,000 customers initially lost electricity through that figure has fallen to around 10,000 by Sunday. Parts of the U.S. Route 359 was also closed. It says the Hawk Fire comes as months of dry weather and record low snowfalls last winter fueled blaze across American West. 15 new fires erupt across Nevada on Saturday, also early this month. Wildfires near Spokane, Washington, and according it says forced 60,000 people to evacuate, while the 3 separate blazes in North Reno displayed more than 13,000 residents. Bring out that Isaiah, the 29th chapter. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 29, verse 6. It says, "Thou shalt be visited of Yahweh of hosts, with thunder and with earthquake and great noise and storms and tempests and the flame by fire." Right, so we see in the Heavenly Father visiting the Heavenly Father visiting this earth with these wildfires. Even if it was caused by a human person, but that's still at the same time the Heavenly Father show forth the spirit of Him visiting the earth with these heavy wildfires. And just like those wildfires in different parts of the United States increasing, we see different wildfires over there in Europe, in different places around the world. So we see these tornadoes, earthquakes, landslides, floodings, famines, and pestilence, plagues, and etc. So we're going to see more visitation from Yahweh of hosts, especially with these wildfires and storms and tempests and flaming by fire right along with this world too. So as it says once again, human caused wildfire forces 42,000 to flee in Nevada, and so far 6 people has been injured as a shifting wind rapidly spreads blaze towards Reno, Nevada. It says Ukraine drone strikes a child care center, unalived 2 minors, governor has said. It says that another 7 children were injured during a barrage in the southern Russian city of Krasnodar. Officials say the 2 children were unalived and 7 others And when a Ukrainian drone struck a child care center during a overnight barrage on the Russian city. I think it was like what was that day before yesterday? It was a shopping mall. Uh, they got hit twice by a drone strike. So that lets you know that's an indicator that this Russian-Ukraine situation has been intensifying ever since the invasion of Ukraine in February, uh, back in February of 2022. So this is the fifth year of the war. So ever since then, tensions have definitely been heating up between Russia and Ukraine. It's the book of Matthew, the 24th chapter. In verse 6, it says, "Ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars." It says, "See that you do not trouble, for all these things must first come to pass, but then it's not yet. Why so little here, increasing uptick, back and forth, on and off wars and rumors of wars between these armies of nations, especially with the Russia-Ukraine situation." It says, Matthew 24, verse 7, "For a nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom." Right, Russia versus Ukraine. Saudi Arabia versus the Houthi rebels. The proxy groups versus the proxy groups and the pro-Iranians going against the Israel Defense Force and its allies. Tensions are still continue to heat up between the Palestinians and the Israeli Defense Force over there in the Gaza Strip, the West Bank, the Palestinian territories. And with those recent strikes that the Israelis did, it was something about I think it was a news article, what was that earlier today, about some type of kite was flying through the borders of the Golan Heights of Israel, if I'm not mistaken, because the Israel Defense Force has warned Hamas from flying kites over there, over there in the borders of Israel and the Golan Heights as well too. And they say they was warning to do more potential more airstrikes that they violate the space. So that lets you know, that's an indicator that the tensions are still heating up between Hamas and the Israel Defense Force and the Palestinians versus Israel Defense Force as well too. This is the book of Luke 21. In verse 25, it says, "There shall be signs in the sun and the moon and the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity raging on." Right, so that's what we're seeing. We're seeing the nations are in perplexity and the seas raging on, and we're seeing these signs in the sun, the moon, and the stars as well too. It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 3, in verse 1. "So everything there is a season and a time for every person in heaven." Right, so we're seeing these modern day times and seasons in every person in heaven, which is a modern day biblical science and science of times. I'm going down and read to verse 8, and I'm closing out. Ecclesiasticus 3, verse 8 reads, it says, "In a time of love, and a time of HATE, and a time of war, time of peace." Right, so we live in a time of war, and we still live in a time of HATE. So these war, even the pestilence, and these biblical signs and prophecies that we see in our world today is going to go continue to increase, and it's going to come to pass, we feel as well too. So hopefully this is edifying of this prophecy news updates as of August the 23rd, 2026 on this Sunday night. So hope this is edifying. And with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, and the Heavenly Father. True name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son Ba'ashem. In the name of Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai. Those are their true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lashkash tongue. And I say Barakatham to the elders and apostles, Wa'akim Ma'akbaf. Until next time, I would say Kwame Sharala, and above all, Shalom.